cause I stand strong. Baby, you no go mind.
That's not about to boss 101. Maybe someone's calling for. Today on our show, we have supermodel, lawyer, actress, and designer. Faith, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, first of all, let's say happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, pictures in all over the place.
Yes.
So I'm able to gather all of Nigeria's celebrity A-list Nigerian celebrity stars in one room.
Okay, so I started modeling when I was 17. Played basketball before then. So a lot of them see me as like the younger sister. I used to be that crying baby, skinny little thing. So like people like Two-Face, P-Square, they used to actually perform before shows. So that's how I got to meet a lot of them. And obviously, friends, no friends, and social media has been like a blessed platform for me. I'm super shy, so making friends when I go outside is kind of like hard, and then obviously I'm very intimidating. So when people look at me, they're expecting me to be this bitchy girl. So they tend to like have that, defense mechanism if I even say anything. So a lot of them, I met them through social media, mutual friends, styles, and and obviously I don't really come back home that much. So it's like, hey, let's party, like the Nigerian way. So it was kind of like a great turnout. I was super excited.
Cool. Yeah, you're talking about basketball.
Yes.
So where did that start?
Alright, so I am originally from Port Harcourt, and I used to be a tomboy. If you see my pictures about a couple of years ago, it's like before and after kind of transformation. But basketball was a way for we grew up in slums, so it was a way, how men, play basketball away from home just to keep away from trouble. It was just the only thing that kept me busy at that time, and I did love it. I did track also, so leaving high school or coming back home, you have most of these Nigerian players that were in the US come do like a mini camp. And I was like, yo, basketball can actually get me out of this country, right? I could do anything at that point, and I did basketball. And from basketball, I actually fell in love with modeling. I liked the way, like I said, I'm a shy person. So it was 2012 or so, they had the MVP Port Harcourt, and I was actually the winner. But before they would give the award and everything, they had like a little transmission break, and then I saw Naomi Campbell. I knew it sounds girl. I was like, I want to be like that lady. When she was on the stage, no matter what you were doing, it's like, I am here, honey. And for now, I am your queen. So that's how I fell in love.
So talking about the next school
yes.
that you started. So do you ever envisage that I tell I'm done with this competition, my life, career, everything is just going to go from here to here?
Well, that was the hope and the dream, was to move forward or to, leave the country. And I only could use what I had, my height. So I dabbled in basketball, like I said, and, Nigerian Expo model. I'm from Port Harcourt, and Port Harcourt, especially where I'm from, Equerry, we're very little, like timid when it comes to, goals and ambition. You're born there, get married there, go to school there, die there. Your kids all over again. Bet you must have met some people from Port Harcourt, but for people from Equerry, it is very difficult. So I knew that, wanting to leave, I had to do stuff that people around me weren't doing. That was modeling, and at that time, modeling was labeled prostitution. Yes, like if you're a model or say you're gonna be a model, it's like, oh no, she's about to be a hoe. So I had to like lie a lot of time. I was going to basketball tournaments, and I would take a bus from Lagos, Port Harcourt to Lagos, and it was MBGN at first. But I realized I didn't know how to smile. I didn't like smiling, so it wasn't gonna work for me. And so I fell into the Nigerian Expo model through the videographer. Actually, at the Nigerian MBGN stuff was the one that actually.
What year was that?
That was 2019.
Oh.
No, not 2019, 2009.
Okay.
Yes. 19 is just completed. 2009, and practically that was what changed my life. I didn't come out first, third, fifth. I was actually evicted from the house, and I swear the chaperone were like, if she's going, we're going. So it was like models were like, if she's going, that means none of us are safe, so we're going, you know. So our boss didn't have a choice. Like, you're not going to come out anything. You're just going to be on the show so that my show can go on. And one of the judges fell in love with me in South Africa. That was it. You know, it was like.
Yeah. So working, say, outside Nigeria for years as a supermodel, what would you say has been the story for coming from Africa, like you said, someone like Query, a place where people usually go on mobiles. Now you are in one space, you're building one way with brands that you never said you're going to work with. So how was it for you as an African?
Oh, I'm going to be very real with you, because I'm really a Port girl. The first time I went to the US was for New York Fashion Week, and I promised God, I said, I don't care who is looking at me, I'm going to kneel down and thank you. Every year since 2009, I go to Times Square September 6th, and I kneel down and I thank God, because that was how my story changed. I never did imagine. You only see then, even the movies were like Mexican movies, Telemundo. So I actually watched, I can't remember the name of the movie, and it was Times Square. There was so many lights. Did you know? Having lights for an hour in Port Harcourt then was like, oh my God, somebody from Nepal got to moved around the area or something like that. You know, so I was like, I want to go there where I don't have to worry about lights, where people were just walking around, they had their hands held. It was so much love. And at that time, I don't even know if you remember telling your mom you loved your mom, or your mom telling you they loved you. You know, but watching movies, like American movies, was a different, you know, scenario. It wasn't like the Indian movie where a man is always chasing the woman or something. So it was life-changing when it came to mindset. Also, I realized that every hour I was sitting down when I was in Nigeria, somebody was getting paid a certain amount of money. And that was it. I was like, I could get rich. You know, I just have to like work hard, and I have to like focus. And being from a very strict Christian home, I have to remember where I'm coming from. And I was raised by my grandma, so any little thing I was like, ooh, my grandma will be rolling wherever she is, honey. You know, so and like, oh yeah, grandma. I was like, yeah. So till today, certain things like, you know, smoking hookah and stuff. She passed last year, and even at that, you know, you're still like, yeah. I went as far as having a tattoo, that was it. And I was like, I need more money. She's probably somewhere like, girl. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So before this episode, I had a conversation with my colleague talking about African Most Foreigners outside the country, how they run the game, and you know, as an African, skin and color and everything. Do you think these brands actually fair to Africans, or it's just a know you know person kind of thing, or you think it's based on merits when it comes to Africa?
2009, when we went first, I remember the designer were like, "We are the girls from Africa," and we were literally there. So what he was expecting were a bunch of black, like the Sudanese black, with low cut and like big nose, and you know, I'm not gonna call them ugly because they're pretty in their own ways. But we were more like the African Americans. In any industry you have in the US, let's be honest, there's always gonna be a color discrimination. So it's always gonna be, we need only 3 black models, and the rest can be, you know, just to add just a little flavor. I would say color has played a lot of parts, but recent time you have people like Beth models, few models that actually understood they were models before, and it didn't work out for them because they actually, you know, went through all this, so they now know how to navigate. So you have models actually modeling for Hermes, Gucci, Prada, Nigerian models.
Yes.
Are you crazy? That 10 years ago, you never think about stuff like that. So I'll say, like, you know, over time, we're proving to people that, you know, we can do it. And if you're going to say no to us, that's fine. We're just going to go to another agency. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's all about numbers. You get 100 no's and you might have 101. Might be the Biggie, yes, you know.
Yeah, would you say Oluchi played a huge role, let's say, like, opening doors for other African models outside? I know perhaps Oluchi, the other African models.
Yes.
But her story was kind of unique and special. Would you say her story kind of, you know, gave room for more African models to showcase what they can do outside the shows?
I'll say when most people think about modeling, then they were thinking about, you know, Caucasians. And yes, Oluchi kind of got Nigeria to a map where they go, wow, there are girls that are this tall, somewhere in the world, skinny, and we don't have to worry about putting them on diets. Oh yes, let's get there. But I would say, even for me, I didn't actually know who Oluchi was till later on. Abani Derego was the one that kind of put Nigeria in a map where people were like, Nigeria, there's a place called Nigeria.
I say this because she's a
No, she was one of the reasons where then, girl, I tell you what, they put me through stuff of being a tomboy. They give you like a makeup and hair to do your face. She was one of the reasons that I went, if she can do it, I can do it. And we're from, like I said, I'm from Port Harcourt. You never hear stories about models in Lagos or whatever. It was what you, the information that was around is what you knew. So she was what motivated me from, here. But looking at it in a big scale, I don't know. For pageantries, I'll say, Abani Derego, then Ology for like, runway modeling. Yes. Okay, let's just say that. Yeah.
Let's come back to Nigeria. It's a lot of last question, but like, I'm wondering. So, what made you just pack your bag and say you're coming to Nigeria and the next stop is Nollywood? Because that's one industry that has been in existence for over 3 decades.
Yeah.
Counting, and we have I know there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very receptive place.
Yeah.
So what made you make that decision to say, coming back to Nigeria and want to do something?
I think everybody that, from the beginning, when you hope to leave the country to better yourself, is to come back. Well, I would hope that, everybody's ambition is to come back and give back to where you were actually born and raised. To tell people that, hey, it's okay for you to go back home. And we see a lot of the doctors now, actually doctors that studied overseas and came back and opened their practice here. What good is it if I just stay there? What message am I giving to people like, hey, go out and stay there? Well, it's good money there. By the end of the day, I want to be able to be part of my country, the history of my country. So how people know my story. I'm sitting down here with you because I decided to pack my load to come down here to do this. So because of that decision, somebody out there is going to hear my story and go, you know what? I can do this also. So there's room for everybody, yes, but it's going to be a limited role, and at that time when we're younger, you always have this pet odeche, like that age group that will play the principal, play the teacher, play the this. Now you're watching movies and you're seeing people like you, like young people can actually play a young role. So it's no more designated to a certain group of people anymore. It's more like open for the masses. So if you're good enough, I'm hoping that's how you get your role.
Sure. What would you say the reception has been for you so far? Like from say producers, directors, and even actors in the industry.
You're trying to get me in trouble, right?
No, I just want to tell me.
Alright, I'm gonna just stick to the actors and actresses. Like the good thing is, it's just like my party, right?
Yeah.
It's no more a mindset of competition like it was before. It's almost like a community, if you notice, and that's the beautiful thing about coming back home, is just seeing I don't have to worry about taking food from you or making you look bad. It's almost like, yo, you don't have that role? Don't worry, I'll tell you how to get that role. Oh, bro, are you going to the audition? Let's go together. You having that mindset kind of gives you like that unity, and as for like producers and stuff like that, well, you can't just wake up one morning and pack up your bag and think, okay, because I'm from America, because I'm in for this acting school and that acting school, I'm going to get this role. It's almost like, why would I want to spend my money on this person? Why would I want to invest my whole production? It takes a lot to put this together. So a movie is like a bigger scale, right? So I'm sure they'll be more skeptical about, let's see if somebody else is going to use her. Let's see if she flops or not before I actually invest, in her. So far, they're getting to talk to me. Just to see, okay, is she just here because she wants to have that fame, or can she really deliver? So yeah.
Okay, that's good. So a week or 2 weeks ago, you shared a post on IG, like stories.
Oh God, which one?
Yeah, when you talk about single moms and taking care of the kids and all that. Perhaps that's a lot of Nigerians have been talking to you about. You said something about single moms.
Yeah.
Question: have you divorced?
Yes, for the past 5 years, actually. I know. See that?
Wow.
I I don't even want to, I just did it because, most people are like, whoa, don't put your stuff up. No, we're in a society where single moms every single day go on social media, they're always dragging the baby guy for some reason. And it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to be bitter, because if you're bitter, you're going to raise a bitter kid. We had it bad. Our parents did the best they could, but we know how we felt when we were in that position. So why would you want to put your kid in that position? And I don't believe social media should be doing your business. Why should I, when I decided to leave my marriage 5 years ago, go on social media and say, hey, I'm divorced? It's nobody's business. When he proposed to me, I didn't have all those cameras going, oh yeah, a whole celebration. When we got married, it was a big mistake. By the end of the day, I'll always tell people, I don't have a regret. I swear to you, every day I bless the day I met him, because through him I have had, this journey in my life. I have my beautiful son. Every day I look and say, am I his mom? So it was just out there telling people, hey, you're not getting a new enemy when it comes to divorce. And you don't have to tell, people don't have to know. Like I said, most people, they start having news going around that I'm dating, a married woman is dating. So that was one of the reasons why I kind of dropped the hint out there. When you see me with anybody, I'm not married, I'm not cheating on any husband. I have been a single woman for 5 years. I have dedicated my life, trying to raise my child right. And, I guess it's time for me to have fun a little bit.
The fact that you come back to Nigeria now, you're gonna be faced with so much backlash.
Oh yeah.
Anything you say or do, you say against you. So how prepared are you for that when it comes to controversies, people making those kind of stories, some true, some not true? So how prepared are you for that?
The reason why most people didn't know I was divorced is because for the past 5 years, I have been, I won't say hiding, but technically I've been hiding. I haven't been speaking out like I normally would. I have been being on the press since I was 17. Modeling, when I got married, I was one of the first black girls that actually came out to marry my husband. So it was a lot of controversy with that. So I don't really a lot of times when you write stuff, I'm probably getting a 2 hours massage, or I'm on vacation on some beach with my son drinking pina colada. So it doesn't really bother me. But point of correction, I haven't moved down here. I haven't really moved down to Nigeria, but I'm just trying to dabble to see, I like making money. I'm a single mom, I gotta provide for my kid. So I have businesses back home also. So it's middle of, if I get something here, I can always run back here. And if I have something there, I can always run back there. Yeah. Okay,
you said something about making money.
Yes.
So currently there's a reality TV show going on in Nigeria. It has housewives kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the moment I had this interview first, I knew that someone else fit into that cast. So let's say next day you get a call from the producers of that reality. I know you know the reality TV show I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they say, wait, come join our cast. That's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you jump on it?
I'm very, very private. Even as much as I look like I have to have a social media presence. For you to do that, you have to open your home to millions of people. And there are certain things, I don't know. Maybe if the money is right, maybe when my son goes to school, boarding house school, think about, because I have a lot of stuff to offer to show people. But then you don't have the right to get upset if after the air and then they start picking on you certain things. You actually opened your home to that. And I don't know if my son is ready for that. I think that would be my major factor, is talking to my son and saying, he has a drama of his own, so trust me, it will be a lot of entertainment on the show, but I don't know if he's going to be comfortable with that. And, yeah.
Doesn't matter, the check is really good.
Oh, my son comes first.
Alright, so as a round of this interview, I'd like to know, so in the middle of the year, ready? So what do you have lined up in terms of career, stuff, movies, you're doing any movie in Nigeria, anything business and public? So what's available to come out at the end of the year? Okay, one of the reasons why we actually came to Nigeria at this period, apart from the whole, acting and modeling industry, is actually to open a consultation company for solo power in Nigeria. So that's kind of the thing I'm working, the big project in Nigeria I'm working on, is trying to see how I can get my company that I work for, so empower in California, down here in Nigeria. And then for the modeling, designing, and
that part of my life. We're actually opening another branch, which is the bride and me part of the Morey collection. So that's a big project on its own for the clothing line. And then my son is planning on moving to London to boarding school in September, and that is a project on its own. So yeah.
Alright. Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us for today. I hope also want to love you guys.